Thank you very much for being here. And last night, I watched a documentary, and I don't know if I love documentaries. If you know me, I love documentaries and ballroom dancing. But I love to watch any kind of documentary. But I watched something last night that was really, really good. Winged Migration. Have you seen Winged Migration? It's really good. Don't clap if you hadn't. Just other people. No one clapped, and then one person, and everybody started clapping. Don't pretend like you've seen it if you haven't. I don't care if you have, but if you have, it's good. If you haven't, you should, maybe. If you like documentaries. And Winged Migration is about, it's birds, basically. And so Tony probably you haven't seen it.
I actually have.
You've seen Winged Migration?
I have.
You're scared of birds.
I know, I kept switching it off and hiding behind the camera.
That's how good it is,
It's
that even if you're scared of birds. It's fascinating, isn't it?
Unbelievable, yeah.
It's about the migration of birds, of all different types of birds. And it is really, the way they get the footage, they used balloons and they used gliders, and you feel like you're up there with the birds. It's fascinating. Anyway, I learned all kinds of things. The wandering albatross, you know them. They fly, this is fascinating to me, over 13,000 miles twice a year to migrate. And they're, because they get lost. That's why it's 13,000 miles. That's why they're called wandering. They're really just going down the block, but they keep... No, but 13,000 miles is a long way. And it's too bad they can't add up their miles and get free stuff. That's what I feel, you know. And they barely even stop for food or rest or anything like that. Personally, I can't drive 50 miles without stopping for a Mountain Dew and a Slim Jim. So I'm impressed by that. And, you know, they have most birds, just about all birds, fly when they go long distances in that V formation, which is how I like to drive. By the way, none of the other drivers will cooperate. I'm always like, get right out. But on my way to Santa Barbara, get in the other lanes. Birds are, but I can't imagine, because I don't know who gets to be the leader. I don't know if he has candy or what they're doing, but one is the leader, and then the other ones are in the back like that. And I assume they're just like us, like the ones in the back are like, I'm starving, are we there yet? Don't make go back there, I'm gonna pull this formation over. Or if there's new birds on the flight, if the old birds are giving tours, on your right, there's the Golden Gate Bridge. Please enjoy your flight. We'll be serving complimentary snacks and beverages. The in-flight movie is The Best of Daffy Duck. But the reason that the birds migrate is, you still have to see it. I'm not going to tell you everything about it. You're probably thinking, now I don't have to see it, but you do. But the reason they migrate is to lay their eggs, and for 9 months they wait for the baby birds to be hatched, for the babies to fly all the way back with them, which is amazing. I mean, at 9 months old, I was discovering my toes. I don't know that I could have made that flight away. The baby Arctic gulls, this is also interesting. The baby Arctic gulls are born, their nests are on high cliffs. They make the nest, and so as soon as they're born, they're on these ledges, and the way they learn to fly is the mom walks them to the very edge and gives them a little nudge, and that's how they learn how to fly. That's how I learned how to swim, by the way. That's a bird pushed me into the pool. The thing you learn, though, is how smart that birds are. They were in the Amazon, and this macaw, which is horrible. That's how sometimes they get these birds over here, which is illegal. But they take these birds that are in the wild, and this macaw was in a cage on a boat being taken back. And the macaw learned, he was in the boat, in the cage, and you watch him figure out how to take the lock off the door and open his little wings. He wasn't handcuffed. I don't know why. But and he just used his little beak, and he opened up the cage and flew away. And so that's why next time somebody calls you a bird brain, you say thank you. Very much, because they're smart. I like to watch some of the birds the way they dance. There's this one bird that dances. It kind of puts his head out, and it kind of goes around in circles like that. Very much like Fantasia, if you've seen kind of like that. Personally, I don't dance like that. I dance like this. A minute 4. I had it one day right on a minute, and it was a minute 10 yesterday, a minute 4 today. That's all right, kind of close. Some people like their eggs well done. All right, hey, we have a new addition to the Ellen DeGeneres Show family. Our talent executive, Lori Blackman, she books all the guests on the show, had a brand new little baby, which of course... I don't know why I said brand new. They're all brand new. They're not, never comes out as a toddler, but it's a brand new little baby, and the baby's name is Jack Evan Master. There's the photo. Oh. It never fails. When you show a picture of a baby, everyone immediately, oh. You never hear people go, ooh. It's a cute baby. Jack was born April 7th. He weighed in at 6 pounds, 4 ounces. That's his fighting weight, I suppose. And so congratulations, Lori, and get back to work. On the show today, we have Tom Selleck. He's here. He was, of course, I mean, he's been working nonstop, but he was Magnum PI. That's where everybody really knew him from 1980 to 1988. There he is, his Magnum. He spent most of the 80s with a mustache, a Hawaiian shirt, and a Ferrari, just like me. Yeah. I brought in a picture to prove it. This was in the 80s. I brought it. This is from my desk. Somebody brought it down. Also on the show, Wendie Malick is here. Also on the show, the most successful duo in recording history, Hall & Oates, are here. Right here. Here. They have a new CD, Our Kind of Soul. And they're going to perform one of their classics, Rich Girl, and one of their new songs. Yesterday, I read a letter we got from the legal department, the Jacuzzi brand. They, because we've been talking about their products, and apparently I misspoke. So they asked us to stop referring to their product as a whirlpool. And so when I come back, I'm going to make a phone call to their attorney and get to the bottom of this. And I don't mean the drain, I'm the mystery. So don't go away, we'll be right back. So on Friday, I read part of a letter that an attorney representing the Jacuzzi brand sent us because we misused, and when I say we, I mean me, misused the trademark name on the show. And it happened actually a couple of days before when I was trying to get Cynthia Nixon to say the mystery word, jacuzzi. Be warned, these are not our real teeth, but this is me trying to get her to say the word. What do you call those things that are in the not a hot tub, but
a whirlpool.
No! No, not a whirlpool. It's like a whirlpool and like a hot tub. It's in a swimming.
It had natural mineral deposits. It's very helpful.
The thing that you know what I'm talking about. You can sit in it and it's very therapeutic. It's like in a pool, but it's a hot tub, but like a, with the jets and everything.
A whirlpool.
No! It's like a whirlpool, but a fancier name. It has a name with a J.
A jacuzzi.
All right. So here's basically what they said in the letter. Actually, they wrote it before it even aired. I don't know how they knew this, but the jacuzzi trademark should never be used to describe whirlpool baths or whirlpool spas in general. So your promotional phrase, swimming pools and jacuzzis, is clearly improper. The jacuzzi trademark should not be used as a noun or to refer to a category of products or in such a way as to include products that are not manufactured or distributed by Jacuzzi, Inc. We would suggest the use of more general terms such as whirlpool bath, spa, hot tub, or Roman bath, as the case may be, without reference to the jacuzzi trademark. Sincerely, Stephen E. Davis, Corporate Counsel. And at least we found out, that's a good thing. You always have to look at what do you learn in things like this? And we learned what Roman baths were. And so then we apologized for our mistake, and this is me apologizing on the air. Seriously, I mean, all joking aside, I want to apologize to the jacuzzi company, the trademark, the swirl pools, all of you. We never wanted to offend anybody, and we promise from now on, when we mean jacuzzi, we'll say jacuzzi. But here's my problem. They're telling us not to call jacuzzi a whirlpool, but everybody else does. When we looked up jacuzzi in the phone book, jacuzzi, built-in whirlpool baths by Snyder Diamond. So a lot of people are using this. So I'm going to call this lawyer and get some questions answered and see what I can do. Now, I don't know where he's located. Do we know where he is? Stephen Davis? 561 area code. What's that? Boca. Boca? He may not be, he may be busy. But attorney should be on call all the time, right?
Steve Davis.
Is not available. To leave a message, wait for the tone. After recording, hang up or press 1 for more options.
I like how they tell you can hang up when you're done. Hey, Stephen Davis, this is Ellen DeGeneres. You sent a letter actually before our show aired, which I'd like to ask you how that happened. But anyway, we actually misused jacuzzi, and I want to make sure that you understand that even the phone book is misusing jacuzzi. A lot of people are. So I'd love to help you spread the word, and I'm just trying to find out how I can do that. I'm only thinking of you. Maybe you're in a hot tub or a whirlpool right now. I don't know where you are. But anyway, give us a call to, what's our number? Something 5600. 5600. All right, Mr. Davis, thank you very much. Goodbye. All right, he's not there. I had a feeling he wouldn't be there because it's later there. So also listed right under that, there's a person, I'm sorry, I can't talk at the same time. His name is Cusi, C-U-S-I, with the initial J. So it's Jacuzzi, and I want to call him or her. Jacuzzi isn't home. I don't think phone.
Hello, we are not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep.
Does anyone talk
We will
anymore?
return your call.
Hello, Mr. or Miss Cusi. This is Ellen DeGeneres calling, and I'm just calling to make sure that you're using your name properly. Never introduce yourself as a whirlpool or a spa or a Roman bath. You're Jacuzzi. And don't you forget it. Thank you. Right. When we come back, Tom Selleck's going to be sitting here. We'll be right back. Our first guest is a big-time TV and movie star who spent 8 years as Detective Magnum P.I. Please welcome back Emmy Award winner Tom Selleck.
That was a new look.
That was a new look.
I was experimenting with a new look.
Yeah. You can't afford to have that look because you look menacing. With last time, there was no mustache.
Yeah, a little threatening.
Now you got, with that look, it was very scary.
This is my Lennon look.
Yeah?
Yeah, actually, it's well, I got this theory. See, I'm unemployed. Mm-hmm. And I got nothing to plug, but if you go on a talk show and you look different every time, the people in Hollywood who watch the show, which is a lot of people, think you're working a lot and you're really in demand. So I always look
like
different.
You're preparing for a new role or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is just kind of an affectation.
That's really clever.
It's threatening, isn't it?
Well, no, it wasn't until you sat down and stared at everybody like that.
Well, that was my new action hero.
Yeah. I like it, and
Isn't
I like
working,
that.
Huh?
No, and you're crazy. You're working all the time, and
Yeah.
everything you do is huge numbers. Last
Yeah.
time you were here to promote your CBS movie, and it did really, really well.
We did big numbers against that
Desperate
the juggernaut.
Housewives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm just sitting around in my jacuzzi hot tub
Yeah.
whirlpool.
Careful. Oh, God.
Oh, God. I hope
Be
I didn't
careful.
get you in trouble.
Yeah, no,
This
you're
is
in trouble
serious.
now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
They're
I don't
gonna
even
be-
get email. They won't
They're
send
going to be.
anything.
You're not sitting around. I saw you. I ran into you in a store recently.
Yes, we did. You can say polo on the air.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I saw you.
Yeah.
But it was weird, and it was probably my fault. But I saw you, and she's standing right, near the doorway. And I said, that's Ellen. Oh, no, it can't be Ellen. Why would she be standing in the doorway, near the doorway? And then I said, I went through this whole gymnastic thing about mentally going, well, I don't want to bother her because it would draw attention. She probably doesn't want to be bothered, but I don't want to offend her because if I don't say hi, what's she going to say? And I'm talking to myself, and you're 3 feet away, and you said, Tom, it's Ellen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we talked,
Yeah.
and I gushed a little bit about your show because this is a nice, positive place, and nobody paid any attention to us.
No. I thought you were looking at me like I was staring at you, and
Yeah.
you kind of looked at me like I was a fan, and you were acknowledging being polite, and you went kind of
Yeah.
nodded like that. And I went, Tom, it's Ellen. And you were like,
Yeah.
hi.
Yeah. I just didn't know. You ever do that, though? I mean, you just don't want to bother somebody, but you really like them, and you don't want to offend them, and you don't want to change their day because they need privacy. I don't know.
No,
I'm doing it again.
I just bother them. I just go right up. Because people think, I mean, it depends on, you get this, people come up to me and go, I know you hate this, but I love you. And it's like, why would I hate
Yeah.
that? I mean, I would hate it if you said I hate you, but I don't.
Yeah, I get that. I know you hate this, but I love you, and that's really nice. I go to the hardware a lot because I got a ranch, and it seems to be unique to the hardware store that people, does this happen to you? People have to tell me what I've been doing. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. They have to say things like you've been up to no good, too. Like, you were on the freeway yesterday. I saw you in the market. God forbid you had to buy hemorrhoid medicine or something.
Yeah.
Or a couple of tubes.
Yeah. Well,
I should probably hear about
you
that.
send your wife for something like that. You send
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah, my wife was going to come today,
Yeah.
and
Really?
she's a dancer. She would have gone nuts with you guys. So.
Yeah, we would have loved to have her out here. 18 years?
Yeah.
You're
but
celebrating your 18th wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
When? And your daughter? One's your wife.
That's my daughter Hannah.
One's your wife, one's your daughter.
The one on
That's your daughter.
that's my very very good. And that's Jilly, who would have gone nuts except we have a ranch and we're on wells and a big water main broke and
Oh, no.
we couldn't shower. But I
Oh.
showered at my mom's. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm clean.
okay. Because I was going to say, you look good for not showering.
Thank you. No,
Yeah.
I showered and shaved. I said, it was like the old days. I said, hey, Mom, can I come over and shower?
I'm going to be on TV.
Yeah, I need to. But Jilly's clean, too, now. I hear the water's working.
Yeah, good. Well,
Yeah.
I want to ask you about that, too. You have avocado, not about her cleanness. No, I'm not going to
Yeah.
ask you that.
No, she's very clean.
Yeah, I meant to ask you about the avocado farm because that's what you
ranch.
do. Yeah.
Ranch is kind of more kind of manly. In
Yeah.
California, they say avocado ranch. Makes no sense because a ranch is where you have animals
Right.
and a farm is where you grow things. So
Right.
you can say farm.
Okay.
I don't mean to.
Well, no, you tell me what I should say, Tom. I don't want to offend you.
Well,
you're the guy with the
I prefer
avocado.
ranch.
Well, then I'll say
we
it.
ranchers
All
prefer
right.
that.
How many acres?
21.
21 acres.
Yeah.
And do you like avocados?
I hate them. No, I don't hate them.
You don't eat them.
I don't eat them. I mean, I sell them. And it's not a greed thing because if I liked them, I'd eat them, but I don't like to eat them.
Right.
I just sell them.
They're good for you.
Well, I know. Yes, they're very good, and
Yeah.
people should buy them all the time.
Yeah. All right, we have to take a break. When we come back, we're gonna play my favorite game. What's my next line? And it's for you. It's your game, so pay attention.
I will.
All right,
promise.
we'll be right back. All right, we are back with Tom Selleck, and now it's time to play What's My Next Line? Okay, here's how you play the game. Since Tom played P.I. Thomas Magnum for 8 years, he should be able to remember his lines, right? We're about to find out. We're going to play a clip from the show. We're going to pause it, and we're going to see if Tom can remember his next line. Simple, simple. And
Yeah.
if Tom gets more right than wrong, the entire audience is going to win a prize. No pressure.
Okay.
No pressure. All right.
We did 163 of these,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, not lines,
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
163 shows. Well, this you'll remember these.
Oh, sure.
They should be just natural.
Sure.
All right, let's roll
Sure.
the first Magnum PI clip, please.
You are a private investigator?
Yes. Hi.
You're wearing a swimsuit.
He was speaking with an accent. What did he say?
You're a private detective, and you're wearing a swimsuit.
Ah.
And your next line would be?
I think it's all right with a white tablecloth.
Really?
I mean, I said hi, guys, a lot. It could be
just
that. I'd
guess.
like to win you something.
Yeah. I would think something
I'm wearing a swimsuit because I was swimming. I'm sure Magnum is a logical guy.
I would say you should
I'd
be
say
happy.
that's my last and final answer.
All right, all right. And my guess is you should be happy I'm not wearing my Speedo. All right, let's see.
Don't worry, I got a whole closet full of pants.
Don't you remember that? Yeah.
I worked a lot. I
cute you
forget
are
a
with
lot
those
from
little
that
shorts
show. But
on.
I'll remember this one. What do they get? What do they get? Cars or something?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. They may be getting avocados because.
Yeah.
All right. Let's play the next one, please.
Okay. Okay, Higgins. I didn't want to bring this up. I didn't want to embarrass you, but it just so happens. It so happens that today
Is my birthday.
Is that right?
It could be.
All right. And I would say
Or-
I'm going to put on a dress, and I want you to start calling me Helen. All right. Let's see it.
is my birthday.
You're right.
You know, that's
All
pretty
right.
good. This was like
No.
1980,
No,
not
I know.
1988.
I had a feeling you'd start catching on, so we had to go back further to
Oh.
get something else.
Before the show
Yes,
existed.
Yes. So I don't know if you remember, but in 1967, you were on the dating game.
Yeah.
You were bachelor number 2.
Yeah.
Let's roll it and see if you can remember what you answered. This is the lovely
I guarantee
bachelor.
it won't be
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
Number 2, if you were a statue, what would you be doing and what would you be called?
I remember half of this.
Yeah?
There's a really lame joke about a fig leaf. But I don't know what, if I was a statue, what I'd be, I don't know what the statue is. Can you help me?
No, that's
No.
cheating.
Oh. Well, it was a statue of me, and I'd be holding a fig leaf. That's what
And
that's
you'd be
my,
called what?
And I'd be called me. I don't know. I'll give him my, no, I can't. I don't
All right.
know.
I-
Nice suit, though.
Let's just go ahead, Aaron. Yeah, it is nice.
I'd be holding a fig leaf, and I'd be called nude.
Nude. Half. All right. That concludes this round of What's My Next Line? Everybody in the audience is getting the complete second season of Magnum PI on DVD. Home Entertainment. Hall & Oates perform after this. Don't go away. Thank you so much. You know our next guest from her 7 seasons on the hit sitcom Just Shoot Me. Now you can see her on the new ABC comedy Jake in Progress. Take a look. Please welcome back Wendy Malick.
First of all, Hall & Oates, I love this band. I
Yes.
just met those guys backstage.
I
and
know.
One of my favorites.
I
so
know. It's
yay.
wild. And when you think that if you name every single hit of theirs, they've done so many songs that you just forget about.
No, loving it.
I'm
Plus,
thrilled
they're
with-
peers of mine. It makes
Yeah.
me feel good.
Yeah. So now they put these pictures down. Last time you were here, your little baby Colt.
I had just had a baby. We had just delivered.
You did well, not you, but someone just delivered this little baby. what is it?
That was at 2 days old. That's called a colt.
2 days old?
2 days old, they run because maybe bad people come, bad horses,
Yeah.
bad animals.
They like right away.
Well, they're flight people,
Yes.
flight animals. Yeah.
Well, very much flight. They get spooked very easily.
They get spooked easily.
And I just learned that horses are born with the legs, they stay the exact length the
Their
entire...
legs are pretty long, yeah.
Their legs
and,
are what they're always going to be.
And they dive out, and he was a fabulous little birth. And the mom and I, we kind of are co-mothers of this little animal.
Uh-huh.
And we have joint custody.
Yeah, that's great. Very progressive, that relationship.
Well, you know, I'm not a real mother. I'm a pretend mother.
Right.
So this was about as close to having a baby as I've ever been.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to have this kind of baby, I'll tell you that.
And it would be so painful.
But anyway, but those look like cute little things.
Yeah.
And now you said you haven't had a baby.
No, just on television.
Just on, I know, because you're pregnant.
Yes, I'm about to drop foal, as it were, on Thursday night, I believe, is the night that this will happen, yeah.
And you've done it before on TV.
Well, it's kind of insane. I was a grandmother on Just Shoot Me. Started very young, as did my daughter. And on this one, they said, and you're going to be pregnant. Won't that be fun? And I thought, how?
Yeah.
How and why? But they promised I could go right into menopause after having the kid.
Oh, great.
Something to look forward to.
You get to play crazy now after
Yeah,
that.
so in this next episode, I get to be sweaty and you know, just a total mess.
So
birth is so attractive.
Well, and that's the thing. I always wonder, do you just watch films of what you assume? And you're just screaming, basically, and acting like you're pushing that.
But I wanted to go into labor and look pretty.
Oh.
So I did it sort of like my mare.
What are you talking about? Your mare?
Well, I mean, I had nice makeup on
Yeah.
when I had my baby.
Oh.
No, I'm going to look insane. I went for it as much as I possibly
Yeah.
could, but we didn't prolong the labor.
Yeah.
And you don't actually see it coming out or anything.
No.
No.
Good. I always think that's weird when you see a brand new baby, right? Like somebody's giving their brand new baby to a set to hold and put
It's
goo
insanity.
all over it.
Well, now they make these amazing little fake ones.
Oh, that's good.
That are incredible. I mean, they're animatronic, I guess it's called. And they actually, their little hands move and stuff, and they kind of, they're really creepy looking. They look like something out of some kind of science fiction movie.
Yeah.
But at least you don't have to have real babies there, because that's too nutty.
No, I think so too. They on Lost last week, the girl finally had the baby on the island, and there was no goo on it. There was no umbilical cord. It was brand new and fresh and shiny. That's not right.
That's not reality.
No. All right. Well, I'm glad that your horse is back, and I want to keep. We want to keep tabs.
Oh, you definitely can keep tabs. And I have to plug something while I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Something else, which is this wonderful play that I'm doing for any of you who are in LA from now until May 15th. It's called Cuesta, and it's playing at the Court Theater in West Hollywood. And it's very cool. And as my mother said, she called me the night of the opening and said, honey, I'm just calling to tell you that I hope that you have a broken leg. She was close, but not quite on the mark with that, you know. But,
or maybe she really hoped you had a broken leg.
But maybe she doesn't care for me.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe
that's possible too.
You've been in show business long enough. You should have taught her the phrase.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You'd think she'd know.
Yeah.
But she doesn't.
Well, yeah. I hope you heard something too, as well.
Thank you. And I know you mean that in a good way.
I do.
And
I
thank
do.
you.
So go see her play at the Court Theater, which is a great little theater in West Hollywood.
Yeah.